Okay, you know what? It's the last section of our training. Now we'll see how to troubleshoot. So this is something nice. We'll see how to do troubleshooting to make your Windows 10 the most performance that you can have, because we all want that our Windows 10 is as speed as the first day we bought our computer, of course. So let's see what technique and what tools you can have. First of all, we can see the task manager. So the task manager is a way that you can, of course, see all your process. Task manager, of course, and the one of the tool that I use a lot is the resource monitor, because it's you have a better way that you can monitor system performance, utilization of CPU, disk, network, and memory. All the big four: CPU, disk, network, and memory. Disk SSD, wow, fantastic. CPU, what type of CPU can you install? The network and the memory. Memory and disk is so important, and CPU, of course. Depending what you want to do, what do you want to do with your computer? Are you a gamer? Do you want to do some development? Do you want to do graphical intensive, use of your computer? So there's a lot of different type of computer. So Task Manager, of course, one of the best thing is to replace it with Process Explorer. Process Explorer is a tool from sysinternals. Okay, so sysinternals are a very known product that you can use in the market to have more deeply information about your task manager. Okay, so just an example. If I go here on my Windows 10, I can see that I have my task manager. Your task manager is the first tool that you use to see how your computer is used. Okay, so if you go here in task manager, you can see that you have the task manager where you can see useful information about my CPU here, all my process here, the CPU, memory, disk, and network. Remember the big four, this one. My performance here about CPU, memory. I can go on my CPU and change it to logical processor to see my cores. I can see memory, my disk, and all the disk and internet here. So I can see what is happening. I have app history. This is apps only, so you will not see any MSI desktop application. It's only the apps that I have with my on my computer. I have the startup here, all what is startup with my computer. So when I switch on my computer, all this process will be run automatically. I have here the user. I can see that I have administrator and Paul was disconnected, the details here, and all the services to be seen if they are on and running or not. When you go in Task Manager here, in performance, you can use also Resource Monitor. So Resource Monitor is like Task Manager, but you have other, it's maybe more logically presented. You have CPU, you have disk, and you can see easily in network and memory the top usage of your computer, and you have memory here also. You have after CPU, memory, disk, and network. And in network, you can see all the TCP connection and all the listening port you have on your computer. So this can be nice also because you can really go and see all the ports that are actually open on your computer. Task Manager is good, but the best solution is this one. I will show you. It's Process Explorer. Process Explorer, I will show you, it replaced Task Manager. And with Process Explorer, you have something crazy. It's this, wow, this software. This is something which is very powerful, okay? It's from sysinternals, okay? So sysinternals is a suite of program that you can use to troubleshoot Windows. So you have so many more information than the task manager. That's why I replaced my task manager with this software. You can see in real time which application is using, your memory, your CPU, and so you just go here and you can see the name of your application. If I go, for example, on Chrome, I have a lot of information. I can see the thread, I can see security, the environment, I can see the performance, I can see the GPU graph, I can have a lot of information about all what is using my software. So really, I recommend you to use sysinternals software. And sys internal software, if I go here on sys internals, you can download a lot of software from sys internals here. So, and you have a lot of software. All this, you have file and disk utilities, you have network utilities, process utilities, security utilities. So you have a lot of them, and they are all free. Okay, and Process Explorer is the one I show you. Okay, so you can have seasonal live, so you can go here and have a lot of video how to troubleshoot your computer with sys internals. You can also, if you want to run resource monitor, you can also do performance/yes. Okay, so after that, of course, you have the event viewer. So event viewers is to access the logs, and you know that when you go to the logs, you have a lot of log, and you have quite a lot of log. You have application, you have hardware event, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Azure, Windows PowerShell, and all you can do configuration in the group policies in the event log services. So the event viewer is a way that you can see all what is happening in your computer. So I'm going to show you here. So let's go in event viewer. That's it. So in event viewer, we have the application. So application contain error warning and information event to the operating system and to the operation of application. Sorry. You have security. Security is about auditing. So if you enable auditing, you can see what is happening. So who has deleted a file, for example. Setup is related to application setup, of course. And after you have system. System is Windows component and services, so classified with error warning, and Windows predetermine the event that system component logs. And you have forwarder. Forwarder is when you want to receive a message from another computer. After that, you have application and service log, and in here you have all the Windows logs with all the component that we saw here. So you have a lot of things here. You have authentication, biometrics, Bluetooth. You have EC, polling, cloud store. So you have a lot of event viewer here that you can see in the event viewer of your computer. You can also use event subscription. So what is it? It's enable you to view event on a single computer. And with that, you can, for example, collect event from other computer. Okay, so you must configure the forwarding and the collecting computers. So the event collecting functionality depends on the Windows WinRM services and Windows Event Collector services. Both of these must be running on computers that are participating in the forwarding and collecting event. So you can have, for example, 4 computers, and from your computer you want to retrieve information event log from the other computer. So in the source computer you must type winrm quick config, and the collector where you are, you run wc-util-qc. And you must add the computer account of the collector computer to the event log reader group on each of the source computer. Okay, so this is something that you can do. It's very easy and it's very nice because you can collect information from other computer. We have performance. Performance is to analyze the performance in real time, so you can see what is happening on your computer just if you run performance. So it's performance monitor. This is very known, okay? So let's go over here. So here you can add a lot of counter. You can see in real time the CPU here, for example, or you can add what you want here, okay? You just say, okay, I want to have information in real time about my network, about my memory, about my CPU, about a lot of things here. And after you can just add it and you can see in real time the consumption about all your resources on your computer. So this is perf mode. Reliability monitor, it check all problem and crash, and you have a notation if you are in good health or not in good health. More you are up in the ranking, more your computer is in good health. So if we go here and we do reliability monitor, so it's reliability. I don't write it here. I must write it correctly. Yeah, this one is the best way to copy paste, and here's it. So you can see here that I have my to see if I'm in good health. Okay, so more I'm up, more it's best. More I'm down, meaning I had a lot of crash. So I can see each day that, for example, here the 21 of June, or here in July, I had some problem crash here. So for example, I had an application failure here. So I can go here and see what is happening. So critical. If I go here, he tells me that I had a lot of issue about my computer. So after you can go and you can view technical details about what happened. See, for example, the previous system shutdown here was unaccepted. So that means that I did a shutdown, maybe because my computer had an issue. So this is nice because you can see your level about your computer. Okay, so let's stop here and let's continue with more information about sysinternals. Thank you. Bye bye.